we have all the plywood cut for the boat. It's all fitted. And then for the main body of the boat where we walk around, we had to use 2 different pieces of plywood. So we are holding them together with a piece of a 2x4 underneath. It's like every half a foot, 8 inches or so. And then today I am going to be cutting this carpet down that we got from Lowe's. It's indoor-outdoor carpet, 6 by 8 feet. I'm gonna leave about 1.5 inches. A creature. Maybe a bird. I'm gonna leave about 1.5 inches extra carpet on each side, just to make sure we'll have enough. And also I want to be able to tuck it underneath the edges of the plywood and glue it under there. So I'll be cutting those down, gluing, and that's it.
This is gonna be fancy.
You'll have to flush them for 20 minutes. I know how you like to get stuff in your eyes.
I know how you like to get stuff in your eyes.
I've never gotten glass or aluminum in my eye, good sir.
You get random like pollen and stuff.
Well, yeah. Okay, for the glue, we have Tech Skill Set Indoor-Outdoor Carpet Adhesive. It's used to install a variety of indoor-outdoor carpets, including marine-grade carpets on boat decks. This is not marine grade, but that's okay. Tools needed. This thing. So I'm cleaning off the top of the plywood before we put the glue on. I'm outside, so it's kind of difficult because there's leaves and pollen that keep falling on it, but I'm trying to get it as clean as I can before I put the glue on, because once I start putting the glue on, I won't be able to do this. Anyways, we know that this piece of plywood is about half of the total amount of plywood that we're going to glue carpet to, so I'm just going to use that information and use about half of the amount of glue for this piece. If it needs more, I'll use more, but I'm really hoping it doesn't, because I don't want to have to go buy more glue for the rest of the plywood. Ooh, it's like tan. I didn't think that it would be tan. Oh, I have this camera on that I can use. Maybe I should use, also, this thing says that it can only be uncovered for 60 minutes and to not let it get a layer of skin over it. So.
Well, then standing and talking with it open is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, but I just realized, no, I could just dip this in there.
Yeah, just use the lid if you need a holder or anything.
Okay.
You're on the clock, though.
Yep, I'm on the clock. Ba, 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 ba.
lay it out. Does it have to be right at the edge? Do you remember?
Yeah, it does. Do you have an inch and a half over there?
So, grab a board. Alright, right now we're taking the back deck piece and measuring out and marking out where our hatches are going to be. We've decided for the time being we're only going to have the back hatch for access to like the bilge pump and stuff like that. We're not going to do these two right now. We may do them later. So you just have to measure out the hatch and make sure when you cut the hatch out, you're cutting it in a way that the hatch will be supported by the frame. Because if you cut on this inside, then the hatch is just going to fall straight through. So this is our outline for the frame. We'll measure it a bunch of times, make sure it's exactly right, and then drill holes and cut it out. So outer edge to outer edge should be 25 inches. Let's see how good Laura's tracing was. Ooh, pretty close. We've got 25 and just about a quarter, so pretty close. How do you feel about that?
I feel great.
You feel great? Mm-hmm. All right, what I'm about to do now, we've got everything measured out. We're pretty sure this should be good as far as this hatch. It's got a couple of angled cuts. So what I'm going to do is use a drill some pilot holes in the corners so that taking the jigsaw and running it straight should be a lot easier. I'll probably even have Laura hold this along the side while I'm sawing to create a fence to follow. So we're gonna try to do this fairly accurately, and then we'll put it on the boat and we'll realize that our measurements were all off by about 1/2 inch, and we cut the panel in the completely wrong place anyways.
No.
And then I may cry. But right now we're pretty sure. Maybe we should lay this out. I just had a thought. How about we stop, put the deck on the boat,
And look through these
and
little
see if we can
holes.
see aluminum.
I
And
think-
if we can, we're all systems go. If we can't, then we've only drilled a couple of holes.
I think that's a good idea.
I think that's. I'm glad I thought of it.
Me too. Can you see aluminum in those? I can see them in these. Cool.
I can even see a rivet in this one, so that means it's like pretty close to the center.
I can't see a rivet in these ones. Oh no, there's one right there. I can see one.
It's pretty close then.
High five.
Good measurements.
By you.
By you.
I was just the tracer from underneath. I had the easy job.
Ouchies.
It fell on you.
Stupid bent blade.
It's okay.
Arg.
You still did
Look at
really
it.
good. Right here. That's okay.
It's time.
It is time.
I'm nervous. Boom!
You
Look
ready?
at that.
Do the honors. Oh yeah, because we wanted half of it.
That just makes you want to do other ones, doesn't it?
No. Beautiful.
So, we have this little finger hole. You just lift it up and pull it out. There's not going to be any hinges or fancy stuff. It's just a board that you can lift up. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
All about simple solutions. So today is the day that I'm going to staple the carpet that we've glued on all of the deck panels, and then I will install them in the boat. And for the time being, the boat will then be seaworthy or lake-worthy or whatever we use. So this is a really, really, really exciting day. Okay. So I'm just gonna take my stapler and fold these over and put a couple of staples all the way around the edges for all of the panels. I'm gonna start with this one. So I'm using a piece of plastic that will hold the staples from going straight through the carpet because they're too powerful. It's just going straight through the carpet and not really holding or gripping. So I have these little strips of plastic that I'm going to use as a kind of a washer, and it'll hold the carpet much better. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm using the plastic piece to just hold it there and then stapling over it, and it's securing the carpet much better than just a staple just by itself. If you look, I stapled these and they're not really holding, they're just kind of going straight through the carpet. So I'm gonna use that plastic and that should solve the problem. Okay, so here it is. It looks pretty good. Nice clean edges. I rounded all the edges so it was nice and rounded. I'm very happy with it. I've done all of them but this one, and this is the biggest one. So these are all the staples I have left. I think I can do it. I've got a full one. Let's get to it. I like saying that.
I know.
Now I have to decide how we're gonna do these. I don't know. I don't know how to do them.
Well, come here. How about cut like up to right there, and then a little T, right? Or no, up to like right there, because that'll give us.
Yeah, and then we can just use this and fold it up and just get a little bit there.
Yeah.
It won't cover the whole thing, but okay.
No.
So let's try
Yeah,
it.
it's like a little T. Do you want this?
Let's try it over here.
The scissors?
I think this would be easier.
That's a Y, not a T.
I think the Y will cover better.
Okay.
Like that. And then we got that. I think that covers better.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
I think the Y is the ticket.
Oh, hang on. That's on the. Okay.
Just like that. Okay, so this is the front floor piece, and the area under it we think we want to use as a front storage compartment. So we're going to keep the whole panel unattached. It'll just fit in place, and we're putting a grab rope on the bottom side of it to make it easier to just pull the rope, pop the panel up, and because it should be pretty snug, so you're going to need something. And we have some nylon rope. I think it's nylon. Yep. And what I do whenever I'm doing this kind of stuff is I'll loop it and then twist it a couple of times and then hold it down and just take the same staples that we're using for everything else and fasten the twisted rope to the board. And now, when the board is in place, we'll have the rope just kind of sitting out of the way. And whenever you want to lift this panel up, you just yank on this cord and the panel should come up. Easy, 2 seconds, free. Let's put the other piece on.
Okay.
Oh! Yes!
It fits
This is exactly what I wanted. Look at that.
Okay, let's put our deck pieces on. The one.
Now all the extra work was worth it.
What extra work?
You know, just instead of just taking it and going flat, you know, we went around the edges.
Oh, yeah. It looks really great.
Ooh. Look at that!
The last piece.
Check it out!
Is this what you pictured?
Yeah? Is this what you pictured?
Yeah. It looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
It looks professional.
Right?
Get in it. Take your shoes off. It's like walking in our house on a carpet.
I'll take my shoes off.
So that's not even a rule for our house, but it's a rule for the boat. Oops. This is where I'll be tanning. So we're leaving the boat as it is right now. We still have a little work to do, but it's ready to take and go fishing. Except it does need to be registered. But besides that,
Yes.
hopefully there won't be any issues with that, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
You never know.
I know. We still want to put seats up here, and then we still have to put new carpet on the front, but it has the old carpet on it, so it wasn't a priority for us. What else do you want to do to it?
Cooler.
Oh yeah, we want to put a cooler
Right there.
Right
in front of
here.
where the camera is.
Uh-huh.
And a grab bar.
and a grab bar. But
And that's pretty much it. But it's usable right now.
it's usable. So
As long as it floats.
as long as it floats. We tore up the old decking that was on it, assessed the damage, which we were lucky because there wasn't any.
Found a fuel tank. Some wiring that's run from front to back already, so that's cool. The tank still has gas in it, I think. So we'll have to empty it somehow. Probably just hook a fuel pump up to it. I'm just kind of rambling and talking to myself. Yeah, so we put new deck in, carpeted it instead of all-weather paint that was green.
It was blue.
And now we have
It was
this
turquoise blue.
nice indoor-outdoor gray carpet.
It feels so great and soft.
And we created a back deck. It was all just flat. I forget that.
I don't forget that. That part sucked.
So we made an aluminum frame for it. You can see it underneath. We're contemplating whether or not we want to even cover this front part. We kind of like how it's just really easy access. It's we'll see how we like it. It may add noise and stuff like that aggravates us. But
because that being the bottom of the boat right there. Oh, okay.
But it's a good expansion space if we ever need to put like a stereo or speakers or something like that. This is all open for
Or-
anything.
Sitting, leaning against the back deck tanning, hungry? No. Chips. Boom. Banana. Boom. Water.
Laura actually brought
Boom.
up
Fried chicken.
something interesting that I just thought of.
Oh, I did?
We could, the way she's sitting, we could make this front a cushion. So take and cut.
Ooh, I'm so smart and
Yeah.
I didn't even know
We
it.
could take a piece of plywood that's even the thinner stuff would work because it's not going to be stood on, and put some backing and then upholster over the backing to make a big cushion.
And then it could still be removable for my snacks.
And then it would still be removable, but it would also be a cushion for whenever she's sitting like that. I don't know. We'll see. We kind of experiment as we go.
That's why we leave things undone, because we might think that we want this open now and then decide that we do want to close it. Or if we had already closed it, we would have been like, why did we do that? So we like to leave our options open.
We don't like to do things more than once, so we tend to do them a little bit at a time to make sure you know that's exactly how you want it.
Yeah.
We're planning to do the same thing with our travel camper. Just bare bones at first, and then as we need things, slowly add them. And when you do it that way, you have a more, educated opinion on the way you want things.
Well, you don't.
You can think all day that you're going to want something one way, and then whenever you actually do the activity, you find out, no thank you. I wanted a kayak for years.
5.
I wanted a kayak so bad. Used one a couple months ago for fishing, and I hated it. It was not this awesome thing that I thought it was going to be. Thus, we have a boat, because this is much easier. I don't have to paddle around. I have a motor. I can actually move around. I'm too big and uncoordinated to be on a tiny boat. I can't stand on them.
You can't even lean to one side.
I can't.
You can't. Yeah. But so, if you liked our boat rebuild project, like, comment, subscribe. This was our main priority, getting the boat ready to take out and go fishing and play in the springs, and because we can bring, well, not the springs, the spring river. Yeah?
It's gigging season.
It's gigging season.
So now we just need some lights and we can go gigging.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this was our #1 priority, and then videos coming up, what our next project we're working on now that we're doing this. So obviously fishing videos will be coming up, and hopefully we can see some cool stuff on the Gulf.
Hopefully some dolphins.
Hopefully. Yeah. But the future videos coming, we're going to build a storage shed for our stuff. From scratch, and we've never done that, so we'll be stumbling through that. And that's it for the foreseeable future. After we build the storage shed, we're gonna put the stuff from our trailer into the storage shed and then convert our travel trailer into a camper. So those will be after that. So if any of that sounds interesting at all to you, comment, like, subscribe, share our videos with your friends. Fun stuff is coming up.